as you can see, it's gone completely dark out here. I'm still lost. My phone came on about 10 minutes ago, and I know I'm heading in the right direction, but there's so many forks in the tracks. I don't know which way to go. So hopefully my phone comes on soon. My camera is about to die. Everything I didn't want to do, I'm stuck now in the middle of the night. Hello everyone and welcome to Season 2 of Trail Chaser. In Season 2 I'll be riding from Brisbane to Cairns. Well, I've actually gone a little bit further north. I'm in Alexandra Heads because I just didn't want to catch the traffic in Brisbane heading up north. I'll talk a little bit about how I've organised this trip and the things I've done to organise my trails and how I plan to get around. So just quickly... So I've got myself a large map of Queensland, and I just mark key points of interest along the way heading up into Cairns. And then I split it up. So I've got day 1, day 2, day 3. So what I do is I mark key points of interest along the map. And then once I've figured that out, I use an app called Gaia. Now, I load it up onto my laptop. And Gaia actually shows me all the dirt maps all around the world. And I mark them in days that I plan to do my rides. Here we have day 2. Once again, heads up into Rockhampton, and it's a yellow track. And if I scroll across, day 3, it's a blue track. And it's heading up into Mackay. So that's the tracks that I've marked out. Great app to use. I've saved all my trips here. So if I select, for example, day 3, it will take me directly to day 3 trail. And it works offline, so you don't need cell coverage. It's quite easy and very user-friendly. So what I originally planned was to ship Odin to Queensland and jump on a plane and fly to Brisbane and meet up with and pick up Odin and take off from there. But logistically it was very challenging because the transport companies need a home address and a drop off and whatnot, and then with time delays and then catching a cab, and it was too much of an effort. So what I decided to do was hire a van and load Odin into the van and drive from Melbourne to Brisbane. So for all the guys out there that would want to get up to Queensland and bring their bikes, in my opinion it's the easiest way because there is no time restrictions. It's all solely on yourself. You drive as far as you want to drive. You're not pushing to meet at a certain point so you can pick up your bike. Leave the van somewhere in Brisbane. There's loads of places. For example, I mean, you can even go to a car dealership and just ask them if you can leave the van there. It's not a big thing. In a couple of hours, once you get here, in a couple of hours, I'm pretty sure you'll find a place. Let's load up the bike. I've had some breakfast. We'll load Odin up and we'll hit the trails and see what we can find and explore along the way.
All filled up and see where we're going to head. Hopefully we get some interesting trails today. No doubt we will. North Queensland never fails to produce actually really enjoy riding along the water's edge. It's just so relaxing, and I know the trails are going to get pretty hard later on today, so I'll just enjoy this. Oh, here we are, not far out of the town. We're already starting to get into the trails. Let's get into it. Happening here. My phone's just flashing 10%. Houston, we have a problem. We're gonna have to pull up and check this out.
So my USB port on the bike has decided to stop working, which isn't a good thing because I'm on 10% power on my phone, and I use that for GPS. So I've had to stop and have a look why it's not working. Fuse seems fine. There's nothing wrong with that. From the looks of it, it's the actual jack where the cable plugs in that's decided not to work any longer. So we'll have a look, see what the problem might be. We'll just troubleshoot and try and figure out what actually happened. Don't know if the bumps have done anything or whatnot, but I have to try and problem solve it and see if we can find the issue. At the moment, I struggle with technology. Things used to be simple once upon a time. Now these USB ports have got sensors, and you try to go for something that looks very durable, something that's got a waterproof cover, but unfortunately the one that I bought must have been built on Friday. And I reckon it was from the overtime shift as well. I'll figure it out.
So now I really got to get the power on, try and get out of these tracks before the sun sets, because I don't want to be riding through here at night. So I'm pushing nice and hard. I haven't got any power on my phone, and yeah, I'm going to be in the spot of bother if I'm stuck in here at night.
Well, I'm not sure if you can see, but the sun's setting pretty quick. I still don't know where I am. My phone comes on. By the time I load the app, it only gives me a couple of minutes just to quickly look where I am going. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking on the map and I still got a fair way to go. I'm trying to take some sort of a rough direction. And then, my phone every, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes or so, switches back on. Everything else is dead. I've only got a little bit of power left on this camera, and that's about it. It's still quite warm out here, but yeah, I'll keep going, and hopefully that hopefully my phone pops on and I can jump out of here and get on the road. So I better save my camera. Well, I don't know how much you can see, but it's gone dark now. My phone switched on about 5-10 minutes ago, and I've got about 15 k's to go. I'm hoping that it would turn on again shortly, because there's been a couple of forks in the tracks, and I just guessed. So, in one sense I'm lucky my phone keeps switching on, but in another sense, you know what? Exactly what I didn't want to do, ride through here at night. I'm only doing 40 kilometers an hour max, just what a day. Tracks were absolutely amazing. Good trail rides. But it was a massive challenge for me today. And I spent close to 2 hours just aimlessly heading in a direction. I knew which way I had to head, but tracks were leading to dead ends. Some were coming up to lock gates. So I'd have to double back and then pick another track. In the end, my the phone, my GPS actually switched on, and I could briefly, for probably about 30 seconds, could see exactly how far I was off the track. So I managed to double back and get onto the track, and there weren't too many turns from then on. So, um, in a sense, I was lucky. Even though I thought I was quite prepared with all the backup systems and everything that I run, still at the end of the day, I still got caught short. And being caught short, especially when you're doing solo, it came to a point where I was considering it was dark, it was night, and I'm still riding through the trails. I couldn't hear any traffic or any noises. I faced the fact that potentially I was going to have to sleep out, besides the bike, in the bush and continue on. It's little things like this that have made me aware of, once again, the next level you got to go to. So I will buy a little backup battery system where I can charge things off it. And I will also purchase a backup phone. Um, if something happens to my phone, I come off the bike and I smash it, I've got no way to communicate with people. Yes, I have a Garmin InReach Mini for extreme emergencies, and it wasn't an emergency. I was just lost. I had plenty of water. That's one thing that I always carry. Loads of water. I always carry a little bit of small snacks to keep me out for if something like this was to occur. First aid kit is just a must with that sort of adventure riding. I was very lucky that the system actually came on. Once the system came on, I was actually probably about 45 minutes off course, so I had to double back 45 minutes and take another fork in the track, and I was confident that I was going in the right direction. But nevertheless, I'm here in Bundaberg. I'm going to call it a night. I've unpacked everything from Odin. Everything's getting charged. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more episodes.